What's up, guys? It's Miss Emanem. Here we are starting with our fabric, and we are just gluing it onto the cardboard. All the pieces of cardboard were already pre-cut, and I'm just getting all the fabric onto the actual cardboard. In this section here, we are working on another ear. I can't remember which ear it is, but it is another ear than the previous clip that you guys just saw. So probably the second or the third ear. I'm not too sure. In this part here, I am just tracing the other portion of fabric that I needed for the ears that I was making. And in the next section, I'm just cutting it out. I love glitter, but as you can see here, I hate working with it by the expressions on my face. I can't stand it. It gets everywhere. Glitter, sparkles, love it, but can't stand working with it. The next step in the process when making these ears was gluing the more sparkly fabric over the solid fabric to get that specific look that I was looking for these ears. So that is what I'm doing currently in this clip. The next step from here was to finish the remaining two sides of the ears. So when you're making ears, you cut 4 pieces of cardboard. So I had 2 pieces of cardboard left to wrap fabric around. And then we would move on to stuffing the ears and putting each set together, each set of ears, front and back. Okay, so the next part of my ears that I'm working on is the second ear. So I have my 2 pieces of fabric, my bow. You don't always have to make the bow if you want. I ordered this from Amazon and it arrived today. So I'm going to be attaching this to my ears. And I'm basically going to repeat the same process that I did for the other pair of ears. The trim, the tool, the fabric, and the cardboard. Oh, and this is the template I use. Dream It DIY lists this in one of her YouTube videos. And you could easily print it out and use it to space your ears, because I have an issue spacing my ears. When doing this part, wrapping the fabric around the cardboard, you don't want to pull it too tight, because depending on how you stuff your ears, if you use foam, you should be okay, but if you do polyfill like I do, you don't want to stuff it too much, because then your fabric will pop off. Since I only hot glue my ears, some people sew their ears, so it all, like I said in the beginning, it all depends on preference. I also don't know how to sew, so hot gluing works the best for me. There's a couple other methods that I want to try that seem cool to me. Like I've seen people do like 3D printed ears. You can't see it behind me, but I have a pair of 3D printed ears over there. I also want to try paper mache. You can't see it, but I have a paper mache pair behind me as well. Okay, we got one ear complete. Now we got to add the tool. And when doing so with the tool, I just kind of grabbed a piece of tool that I thought was enough, and I'm just going to wrap it around the ears like so and glue it down, and then I'll cut off the excess. You guys are probably going to get sick of me saying this, but it all goes along with personal preference for this next part. If you want to stuff your ears before doing this, you can, but I think it's personally easier to just do the fabric, do the tulle, and then stuff your ears. But again, it's all up to you what you want to do when creating your ears. One more little tidbit and then I'll shut up. When working with tulle, you want to put as little glue as possible around the back of the ears so you don't burn yourself. Just a tip if no one's worked with tulle before, or you have, or you want to try it, just know that it's a lot different than fabric. And if you're not careful, you can burn your fingers. I don't know if this is a technique anybody else has done, but it seems to work with me when I tend to overstuff my ears or I do a new technique such as this. I've never worked with tulle before, so this method really is coming in handy right now. So if you have clothespins in your house, I would definitely recommend using them if you glue your ears like I do. Or if you have multiple elements to your ears and your ears are all decked out, I would definitely recommend this method. Okay. I'm going to try and get the trim on here now. Because the glue in the center right there might still be taut. So I can stick the trim to it. Now these are looking more like a pair of ears. Alright, I go that far with it. Just gently tap it down. Whoever gets these ears, please be delicate. Like, handle them delicately. Don't just, like, toss them around. Not accusing anybody, I'm just saying, if anybody gets these, please be delicate with them. And here we have our finished product. You guys didn't think I was actually going to give away the surprise, did you? Sillies. Please don't forget to tune in on April 22nd at 9 a.m. Walt Disney World time to see the ears that I made for my person, as well as all the lovely people who are in this swap and the ears that they gifted to their partners. I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you soon.